This weekend, we turn our clocks back as we switch from daylight saving time back to standard time. The change means an extra hour of sleep for some, but it can also pose some challenges. Dr. Michael Breus, a.k.a. the Sleep Doctor, joins me now with more on how we can make this transition a little easier. Dr. Breus, so good to see you. I'm so grateful to have you on right now. But I want to go straight for the elephant in the room, because when you know you're going to get an extra hour in bed, it can be tempting to say, we get to party tonight. But you say tip number one, avoid alcohol the night of the time change. Can you explain why?
Sure. So first of all, of course, thanks for having me on. When we talk about alcohol, alcohol turns out to be the #1 sleep aid in the world. More people drink themselves to sleep than anything else. But the problem is alcohol almost destroys stages 3 and 4 sleep, which is that physical restoration. So do yourself a favor. If you can, avoid any alcohol on Saturday night. That way you can make sure that you're getting as high a quality sleep as you possibly can when you are able to get that extra hour.
So it might help you pass out, but at the end of the night, it's going to wreck everything that happens after that. Now,
exactly.
Tip number 2, you say try to maintain your usual schedule. Now, if you're getting an extra hour, can you not use that to go to bed later?
No, that's exactly what you don't want to do. So many people out there are sleep deprived. I would argue most people are sleep deprived. So do yourself a favor, give yourself a little treat and get an extra hour of sleep. Go to bed at your normal time. Don't go to bed later. And that way you have an opportunity to catch up a little bit and hopefully feel a whole lot better on Sunday morning.
Now, tip number 3, you say know your chronotype. You write a lot about chronotypes in your book, The Power of When, and you taught me a lot about chronotypes as I wrote my book, The Sleep Fix. So why is chronotype so important to how the clock change affects you?
So remember, your chronotype is your genetically predetermined sleep schedule. Early bird, night owl, those are 2 of the 4 chronotypes. Here's the thing is, if you're going to be able to get that extra hour of sleep as a chronotype, you may discover, for example, if you're an early bird, you might wake up still a little bit earlier than you normally would. Don't worry so much. Again, this is more for our later in the day chronotypes, like the night owls like me, who are usually sleep deprived. So do yourself a favor, and if you can, continue to go to bed based on your chronotype, because that's when you're going to get the best sleep, and now you get a little bit extra.
And I know the night owls among us love that ability to sleep in that extra hour, right? And it becomes maybe a little bit easier to go to bed because your clock is a little bit more synced to standard time. I like tip number 4, and I think this one is not very obvious, but you say avoid melatonin at night. A lot of people might think, oh, I'll take melatonin before bed tonight so that it'll help me stay asleep. But you say that's a terrible idea.
It really doesn't make a lot of sense because, as an example, we use melatonin for jet lag, for shift work, or for people who are seniors whose melatonin production begins to slow. This is a one-shot deal where your body is going to naturally adjust literally in the one night that it takes. So there's really no reason to add melatonin on board. And the reason I think it's bad is because many people don't know this, but melatonin can affect birth control, antidepressant medication, even diabetes medication. So if you don't need to have it on board, I'd say leave it alone. And
if you're taking it at night, it might send your clock in the wrong direction compared to this time change. Dr. Michael Breus, it's so great to have you. So great to see you. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here. Remember, folks, sweet dreams and get that extra hour over the weekend.
Love it.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.